have a good friend named Jim Hensiek who essentially worked with me at a car dealership in St. Louis, Missouri, and had overheard a conversation that I was having with another member of the showroom about video games. He came up to me afterwards at my desk and he had this big Rubbermaid tote, and in there was a pristine copy of Earthbound. And it still had the strategy guide, it still had the intact scratch and sniff stickers. So he was like, well dude, you know, take it. 3 or 4 years down the road, I found out that he was diagnosed with rectal cancer. And it was just something that kind of came out of the blue. I got to thinking about the game and I was like, there's a lot of themes of friendship that are very important, and just trying to overcome negative things in your life through a positive manner. Everything kind of clicked in my head and I was like, well, I know that the guys over at starman.net are passionate about this game. They probably have connections to somebody who might be able to get close to, you know, Shujisado Itoi and see if maybe he would be willing to sign the game based on the circumstances. Then if we could auction the game off, we might be able to donate the proceeds to Jim and his family to kind of help defray some of the cost of his medical bills. So I got onto the forums, kind of wrote down my piece, told the story. Reed actually sent me a message back himself and was like, you know, I read your story and definitely would love to help. I guess he has a contact who works at Mr. Itoi's office. I believe her name's Lindsay.
We got it cleared with Lindsay, who had worked there, you know, over the past summer. I wrote up a letter explaining everything as succinctly as I could, and then Lindsay actually translated the whole thing into Japanese. So we included that. Laura drew a little starman, and I think a Tessie and a Jeff.
I figured it was going to be one of those things where you can try, and I at least wanted to say that I tried, even if I didn't succeed in getting it signed. And I didn't know anybody other than maybe a place to kind of pick up the trail.
So we got there, and a couple days later, they emailed us with just this giant batch of photos. We looked at the photos, but he starts to write to James. And we're like, wait, oh no, what? This cart wasn't going to be given to James. This was going to be auctioned, and the proceeds were going to go to James. You see him, the next picture shows him going back and correcting, and he's changing his 2 to 4. That adds so much value to this cart. Like, it ties it directly to this specific instance, this auction that we're doing for this one guy, for James. And that's what it's going to be for, so.
Probably one of the things that, you know, starman.net brings to the table is, you know, it seems to be a place where folks are united in their love for this game, but also they feel like they can connect and trust one another because of their, you know, shared affiliation with the game. And you can come together and, again, you know, surmount anything as long as you believe that you can. I mean, that last fight against Gygas is all about, like, you know, your belief. I mean, Jim's fighting something that's way deeper than Gygas right now, and I just want to try to keep him positive and let him know that if he believes that hopefully he can beat this thing.
You know, like, this is more than just auctioning an item. Like, this is the community coming together, you know. We've kind of constructed the Earthbound Baash as an event, and the cart's going to be the crown jewel of the event, essentially. I hope everybody who even enjoyed Earthbound can just watch this, because it's going to be a really ephemeral, you know, once in a lifetime kind of thing. I don't know if we'll be able to do something like this again, but we're doing it this year. It's happening.